Okay, so our girls are super active today. They're happy. The sun is shining. So there are tons and tons of girls leaving the hive. Let's see what they've been up to. Oh, bird comb.
Oh, that's a lot, it looks like.
Shocking news. Mandy's hive has bird comb in it.
Oh, do we not? Yeah, we do. Is that a baby?
It is kind of furry. Its butt's not quite furry enough though.
All right. Lots of bird comb. All right. The food box is empty.
Is it? So our bee populations will be growing substantially now. So we're gonna go from just a few bees to all of a sudden we'll have a ton.
Which will lead me to flipping this over.
Oh goodness. Yeah, they have been super busy. Hey ladies. That's the wrong kind of comb. They are out of, well, on that one side, holy cow, they drank the outside dry.
Yeah, this side is dry. This side's
That's
almost
under
dry.
it. Holy smokes.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
So as our bee populations increase, there's more likelihood that we'll get stung. So I don't know how long this zero sting thing will last, but
Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day.
man, they're building some bird comb. So they are filling it with honey, so it will be sticky, the bird comb. And they will be mad that we're ruining all of their hard work. Now keep in mind, I mean, we were just here last week, so they built this
In a week.
in a week.
Because I knocked all of this out last time.
Also keep in mind that today we're coming out early afternoon. We couldn't get out here this morning, but it was also kind of good that we couldn't because it was a little chilly this morning and overcast. Now we have some more sun, so
Now we know what it looks like over here in the afternoon, which is good to know.
these are hungry. We're gonna have to probably come out and feed them midweek.
Yeah.
Do you have an empty jar over there? Is that what you're putting it in?
Well, I'm waiting for the bees to fall off. But yeah, there's a jar for me to put it in.
Cool.
So they're filling up this gap. They're not going to fill it entirely because they're using it as an entrance to get into and to and from the food. So I'm not super worried about that. So I'm going to leave that be. No pun intended.
Bee.
I'm going to take care of that bird comb mess. I'm ready to put the lid back on, but let's take a look inside.
Do you have a spot to put that, or you need to move your bucket? Or the food pail? So that way you can set it on the cinder blocks. I don't know that I want to set that on the ground.
Okay. All right.
So our foragers should still be out foraging. They will be returning to bring food back to the hive. We want to...
So 3, 4, 10, 1, 9, 8, 6, 7, 5, 2.
So again, we have a high bee population here in the middle. That's probably where we're going to have the most drawn comb. We're thinking this time we're going to have to add a brood chamber, so then that way, yep, they have more room to build. We'll see what happens when we get to that point. Here you can see all of the bees coming and going from the hive.
Nothing on either side of 3. Nothing on either side of 4. Nothing on either side of 10. Nothing on either side of 1.
So the rule for adding another brood chamber is 7 to 10. So currently we have 4 empty frames. If they're close to filling up that 6th, then we might add it just so they have plenty of room to continue to build.
All right. So on this side of 9, they're starting to draw comb.
Yep, so down here you can see, I hope you can see, they're starting to draw comb. It's a little bit white. So because we are now seeing our first round of brood coming out, our hive population is going to start to increase dramatically.
Right. So a little bit on that side of 9, but on this side we got lots of honey.
Oh yeah, so they
Fully
have
drawn, half capped.
fully drawn, capped honey. Yep, so this is all great. They're working on making sure these frames are full of food source. Capped honey on this side.
Okay. So I'm actually going to slide this one here, and we got the okay from our instructors that it was okay to checkerboard. So I want them to fill this frame, so I'm going to go and put one in here. All right.
Oh, it's a moth. Well, it's fine. You can leave it. Just got dive bombed by a moth.
It was like white coat.
Could have been so many other things.
Yeah, out here in the wilderness. All right, so we're looking at 8 here, which I expect to be heavy.
Mandy's hive always seems more docile than mine. Okay,
So
keep in mind we're looking for evidence that the queen has been here. Alright, so on this frame we have empty cells where babies would have just exited. We have capped brood here, that's pupa that is getting ready. So also we see larvae days away from being capped, and then we see fresh eggs.
okay.
So I see every portion is filled with an egg. If it can be filled with an egg, it is filled with an egg. I'm seeing larvae growing where the babies were just came out of, so that's... Is that from the hive?
What?
Is that a...
No, I think it's behind me. It's a creature.
Okay. It's like, are those your bees
No,
squeaking?
no. That's the tree behind me with the wind. All right.
Okay, so let's see what's on this frame. So again, we have capped brood, pupa that's getting in its stages. We have single eggs. Looks like we have a frame with pollen. And then also we have, again, larvae that is in the empty cells. So we're here in these, it's hard to see, but we see eggs, and then we see larvae in those cells, which is good. It means the queen is doubling back. She's refilling the empty frames. We see capped honey. That's going to be a great food source. Let's see what else. I see single eggs, which is good. I see lots of bees with their little heads in the comb there, filling them up. So that's good. So on these, again, they have filled the comb where babies just hatched. So again, our population is going to start increasing here at rapid rates, which is going to help them build up the hive.
All right. So here's another going to be heavy one, as I can see right now.
So this is frame 6. All right, frame 6. Again, we have capped brood. So they get a little bit discolored. That's going to be from the pollen. I saw a little baby in there cleaning out their cells. So when a bee comes out, like we talked about last week, it has to clean out its cell to prepare for the next baby that's going to be in there.
Right up here, just off my thumb.
So the bees seem super calm today, which is good. That bee's over there doing a little waggle dance. So where it's empty, I'm seeing fresh eggs, and then I'm seeing new larvae growing in there. So
here's a baby bee right there.
Yeah, see, there's some babies over here. So they're going to be little fuzzy guys. They're going to be furry, extra furry on their abdomen. We haven't seen the queen yet. That's fine. We see lots of eggs. So we know she's here somewhere.
All right. So the other side of 6 here.
Oh, so heavy. All right, other side of 6. Cap brood, and then again we have these little worm-looking things. Those are going to be that larva that they will work on capping. It's just amazing to see the size of our hive grow and grow every time we open it. It's just a lot more bees. But yeah, we have eggs here. We have larvae. This is awesome. We have cat brood. They'll be coming out here soon. Sometimes it's fun just to look, just to watch and see what they're all doing, what they're all up to. Awesome. So that's 6. So it's nice now to see in our hive, there are some frames that don't have drawn comb on them, and that's fine, but one wanted to hang out. But the ones that do have draw comb on them at this time are completely full.
Oh yeah, top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
All right, so my queen's probably going to be here-ish because there's a big... I always like to do that lovely bet. I think
we can add those.
I'm going to put them on this side.
Yep.
And I'm going to split 2 and 5 and put another one in there, and I'll put the other 2.
Just want to make sure we don't put any bees.
I'm just honey, empty.
Yep.
Babies. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. All right. So
holy cow! Look at all the bees. Okay, so there's so many bees here because there were so many on their burr comb. So now they're working on leaving the burr comb and then coming back into the hive.
Yeah.
So they're fanning.
Shoot.
Because they're like, oh, guys, we're not in our hive anymore.
Right. That will make it exponentially easier for me to remove the burr comb from the top board. All right,
holy
so
cow.
Here's 7.
Oh, look at all the bees on this frame.
All right, so hot damn.
There are so many bees on this frame. They're busy. They're buzzing around. And they're all quiet. I mean, I know it's hard to hear on your end, but
Most times we can hear them.
We don't hear anything. You see those? Those are little bee butts. They're cleaning out their cell. They probably just came out not too long ago. They're responsible for cleaning out their own cells. Wow. See eggs. Lots of little eggs. Cat brood. This guy down here probably just came out. He's cleaning his cell.
Back here, right there. Somebody's trying to come out. Right on my fingertip, right underneath baby. Right there.
That's his butt.
No, this right here.
Yeah, that's his butt.
Oh, it totally is. I'm an idiot.
He's cleaned it out. He already came out. But they're working on taking care of the babies. So
yeah.
These ones probably just came out. They got to clean out their cell, and then they get an assignment in the hive. But it looks like, I mean, I can see that the queen has been here. So that's awesome. That one's doing a waggle dance.
Yeah, he has a little bit of pollen pants going on.
See, he's
shaking loose.
Yep, he's shaking it. See him wiggling around. We see larva. I don't see the queen, but that's okay. We don't have to see her every time. Actually, it will be increasingly more difficult as the hive grows to be able to spot her every time, because we're going from 10, 12,000 bees all the way up to 60,000 bees. So we may not get to see her every time. Okay, so on this frame, down here we have capped brood. They will be capping some honey. There's a little bit of capped honey up here. We see fresh eggs.
There you go. Right there.
Oh, there. Yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can get him on camera. This guy here, get my head out of the way. He is coming out of his comb. Oh, there. He's coming out of his comb. That's so cool.
You still got it?
Like, he's actually coming out. I know last time we filmed, we could see some antenna, but he is working on...
Well, I have to shift.
He's working on getting out. Otherwise, we see larvae, eggs. I mean, everything that we need to see in the hive, we are seeing in the hive. Capped honey.
Pollen pants right there.
Pollen pants. Oh, dang it, where'd it go? It's right here. I lost her. Dang. Right. She had pollen pants, so they come in and they have pollen
Whole
sources.
saddlebags.
Whole saddlebags, pollen pants. They're adorable. Well, I think they're adorable. Okay, go ahead, get her back here.
All right. So that was 7. What?
Nothing. The front of your hive is
Covered in bees.
Oh yeah, it's totally covered in bees.
I can't see.
We're trying to get back in the hive. They thought making bird comb was awesome, and we said, guys, maybe not.
Oh, I think bird comb was awesome. Use bird comb for fun stuff. All right, here's 5. Come on now. There we go.
All right, so number 5. Okay, so 5 has capped honey on it. It looks like they're putting a lot of honey stores in this frame. So we have capped brood on this frame. They're building some bigger cells over here. Let's see. I can't. Oh, I see larvae, I see eggs, capped honey on the top. So they're putting a lot of food stores on this frame. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Look, guys, there's nothing really on this frame yet. We have a little bit of capped honey up front, but look how beautiful it is. They've completely just drawn out the comb on this frame, and it's gorgeous. And what's even more gorgeous than the perfectly white comb is there's an egg in every cell. Oh, see, that's awesome. There's an egg in every cell.
Yep, so this, full of babies.
Full of babies.
Gonna be full.
Gonna be full of babies. Absolutely.
Alright, and the queen is not on this frame either.
Well, we have not seen her.
Well, we haven't seen her.
But again,
But she was
like
clearly
I said,
right
she was
there a minute ago.
There's eggs. So a day or two old eggs, which means she has been there, which is what we're looking for. As the hive grows, again, it's going to be increasingly more difficult to find her. So we need to make sure that we see that she was there.
So this other side of this is, they're just starting to draw on it, but this is the last one for today.
Okay, so again, perfectly white comb. So beautiful. Let's see. So this, they have, I see a couple of eggs, but otherwise they have honey stores on this frame too. So they're capping a little bit of honey up top. We see a few eggs. But, I mean, the hive is just going to go crazy here over the next couple of days, the next week.
Alright.
There are babies in there, so I probably wouldn't leave them on the outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna put.
Okay.
Yeah. So, another brood chamber or no? Yes? Yes.
What do you think? I mean, there's a lot of...
They're gonna need it soon.
Yeah. Do you want to give it another week, or do you want to add?
Maybe we should probably add it now.
Okay. So we are going to add some frames back. We're going to go ahead and add another brood chamber to the top, so that way our ladies have more room to build here over the next week, so that way they can fully fill out their hive. And then we'll be back next week, so that way you can kind of see what they have been up to. I will give you another shot here of the front door. Again, because there were so many bees on the burr comb, this is why now they're all trying to get back in the hive, because we just took them out. So